Hey everyone, Mark here. Welcome back to the Visually Stunning Movie Podcast. Hey, I've got a quick science fiction film to talk about for you. It is called Implanted, and it is about a young lady who lives in Brooklyn who has fallen on hard times and volunteers to be paid by a medical research company to have a biomedical chip implanted that will monitor all of your body's health. Now, the film is set in 2023 and specifically says after the Great Pandemic, which is what we have right now. Well, it's set past 2023, but 2023 is when the first chips show up, and then sometime after that we get to this. And this is the Lex chip. Now, I have to admit that when I first read the synopsis on this, I thought, oh, it's a microchip, and it is artificially intelligent, and it becomes self-aware, and it makes or does things that it's not supposed to do. And my first thought was actually another science fiction film that I liked quite a bit called Upgrade. And I will link that in the description for this of my review of that. So I thought I was going to get a simple rerun of just kind of this run-of-the-mill sci-fi actioner. And instead, what writer-director Fabien Dufils has given us is actually a much more nuanced take on our individual health, our individual circumstances, what we will do to protect our health, what we will do for people, to people. It is, I don't want to get too far into it because I don't want to ruin the ride. I mean, the plot itself is fairly basic and understandable and predictable. You know what's going to happen because Lex tells Michelle Girolami, who plays our lead, that she tells Sarah what to do and why she has to do it, and there will be consequences if she does not obey. So in a lot of ways, this is Upgrade, this is iRobot. All of those things, their DNA is in Implanted. But Fabien Dufils really does try to go out of his way to emphasize the human aspect of this story. And because he does that, I think it plays better than it should on paper. There's a lot more heart to it. Like I said, it's just a much more nuanced take on the evil AI trope. So, Gravitas Ventures is handling this. It will be released tomorrow or today, depending on when this hits your ears, October 1st on digital platforms. You should be able to find Implanted, and I recommend that you do. It's an hour and a half of your time. I've watched worse hour and a half movies. I watched one earlier this morning, truth be told. But I do recommend watching this one because it is moving to watch Sarah's journey through the film, from where she starts to where she ultimately ends up, and where society ends up. I think it's a timely film. I think it's an intelligent film. I think it's an emotional film. So I really can't recommend it enough. So there you go. Gravitas Ventures, Implanted, digital platforms starting October 1st. Check it out. Till I get back to more of these, don't forget to like and follow us on social media. That is at VS Movie Podcast, or just go to the website, vsmoviepodcast.com. You can follow us on YouTube. We do not have a custom URL, so I'm not going to try to give you all the numbers and letters, but just look up Visually Stunning Movie Podcast and you'll find us. Follow us there if you would like as well. So Till we get back to you, we'll talk to you later.